Hello and welcome back to the 2019 Formula 4 Southeast Asia Championship, fueled of course by Petron. My name is Aaron Thompson and we're coming to you live now for race 32 of the season, but before then, a quick walk down the pit lane.
Hi, this is John Dison from Philippines and car number 96. And here we go, we will start the race 32.
Okay, thank you very much, John. Now back up to race control to watch the start of the race. On pole position by virtue of his second fastest lap from qualifying is the fiery Finn himself, Elias Buchanan, a rookie driver this year, being his first year in Formula cars. Of course, driving the red number 58 there at the front of your screens. Just behind him in the blue number 3, you can see Luke Allen, the sizzling Irishman, driving for Ireland, of course. He's had a difficult weekend here at Sepang International Circuit, and the rivalry between himself and Elias Buchanan is fierce indeed. At the back there in pink number 13, you can see Muiz Mustafa. Muiz driving from Malaysia, the Malaysian rocket we like to call him. Fantastic driver is Muiz. He's had a bit of a slow start to the season, but he won the last race and he had a good weekend last time out here at Sepang as well, so we expect big things for him. Rounding off the back of the pack, we have Frederica Peters, Sohail Shah, Nico Pino, John T. Dizzen and Sneha Sharma. As you can see, the green flag marshal is reaching the other side of the track. The red lights are on and that's the extinguish. We are underway for the 32nd race in the 2019 Formula 4 Southeast Asia Championship. Luke Allen cuts into single file behind Elias Buchanan, just in front of Muiz Mustafa, and it looks like they're all going single file, but no, Muiz is going to break the trend and Sohail Shah is going to follow him. Just behind them, their orange number 57, that's Fred Peters. Muiz pushing Sohail out to the outside side of the track, hoping that Sohail can't keep his momentum through turn 1. He's going to lose position. He doesn't look to carry as much speed through that corner as the man behind him, Fred Peters, did. But both drivers managed to maintain their position as we come down through turn 2, down into turn 3, and then up the hill into turn 4. There you go, you can see Luke Allen trying to tuck himself in there behind Elias Buchanan and hopefully try to get a little bit of a tow coming up that little hill there. But as there's a little bit of interesting information, Sohail Shah, the fastest man in that first sector, doing a 32.986, good drive from him. Coming around turn 4 now, you can see nobody quite close enough to make a move just yet, but that's not a problem in these Formula 4 cars because we know that by the end of the race there's going to be a lot of action. We have a lot of racing action this weekend so far. Fantastic race 2 and 3, and I hope to see some more action this weekend. And Elias Buchanan, the man in the red number 58 car, may just be able to make this his third race win of the weekend, doing a 29.556 in sector 2, the fastest man on track by 0.2 of a second. Muiz Mustafa doing a 29.867 and Luke Allen doing a 29.7. So Sohail Shah and Fred Peters, there's going to be a battle there between the two orange cars just one off screen. But at the moment we're looking at Nico Pino and Sneha Sharma. Nico going up the inside of Sneha at turn 9. Fantastic drive from him. I think he got away badly at the beginning of the race because if I'm not mistaken he was starting in 6th position, so something went wrong for him down through turn 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see the battle now between Sohail Shah and Fred Peters. Muiz Mustafa just slightly out of striking distance from the Indian driver behind him in the orange number 24 car. Pink number 13, that's Malaysia's Muiz Mustafa, the Malaysian rocket, as we like to say. Coming around turn 14, you can see how late the breaking point is. It's turn 14 there, and just a few corners, well, just one corner before turn 13. That sweeping right-handed corner. They're going about 180 kilometers an hour at that point. But down the back straight now, you can see that Fred Peters is trying to get the toe on the man in front of him, the orange number 24, Sohail Shah. He's close enough to try and make a move. He's going to have a look. No, decides against it. He's going to tuck in behind the Indian track. Oh, look, he's going to go up the inside. He's going to get a fantastic exit if he does this right. He's going to come side by side. It looks like he's already side by side. No, not quite. He ducks back in behind the orange number 24 of Sohail Shah. Going to get a big toe now coming down the main straight and try and make a move perhaps up the inside all the way around the outside of turn 1. And then try and close the deal at turn 2. But Muiz Mustafa has got to get his foot down because it looks like Elias Buchanan and Luke Allen are walking away. At the moment, Elias Buchanan going fastest in the second and third sectors, while Luke Allen goes faster in the first and the fourth sectors. So that's very interesting indeed. Both drivers doing 2:18s, a 2:18.757 and a 2:18.939 on the opening lap of the race. Let's have a quick run down the order as we reach into the second lap. Elias Buchanan in first position, Luke Allen, Muiz Mustafa, Sohail Shah, Frederica Peters, John T. Dizzen, Nico Pino and Sneha Sharma. We can see here the pink 130 car of the Malaysian rocket still not managing to get away from the man behind him, the orange number 24 of Sohail Shah. He needs to put his foot down this Muiz if he wants to get back and fight for a first and second position. You can see the gap between himself and second position is already substantial. 1.5 seconds at the moment. The gap to first 2.2 seconds. So that gives you an indication of what Muiz needs to do. But the man at the moment is Frederica Peters. He's the man to keep your eye on. The orange number 57 on screen at the moment. You can see how close up behind Sohail Shah he is. He's going to try and make a move perhaps on the inside here at turn 9. Can he make something happen? He's definitely a little bit too far back, actually. A little bit too far back. Perhaps down into turn 15. He seems to have lost a little bit of speed. Perhaps trying to make a move through 5, 6, 7, 8. out substantially here in the high-speed corners of the Spanish International Circuit. Coming down through turn 11 now, though, the same map on screen. The orange 24 car of Sohil Shah was powered by or fueled by Petron, as always. Coming around turn 12 and down into turn 13 now. Hard braking point right about there for turn 14. And you come up the back straight now, a little bit squarely on the exit there for Sohil. That may cost him dearly. Fred's going to have a better exit, but he's going to reach his top speed faster. And of course, he's got the toe as well, which is a substantial advantage. You can see Sohil likes to go over near to the pit wall as he comes down the main straight, and looks like Fred's going to try and go over there onto the outside, but he's a little bit squirrely on the brake there. Perhaps as a result he was too far near the pit wall, maybe picked a bit of marbles and lost a bit of time on the brake. You can see him go a little bit squirrely. He was off the racing line just slightly as well. He did that move successfully earlier on in the weekend against Nico Pino, but didn't work out for him this time around. As across the start-finish straight, once again, Elias Cannon, fastest man on track. But Luke Allen, fastest in the first, second, and fourth sectors. He's just losing out a lot of time, 0.2 of a second in the third sector. So that's interesting to note. But both drivers now doing a 2:14, 2:14.347 for Elias and a 2:14.412 for Luca. So very closely matched indeed. The gap 0.7 of a second. So Luca's lost out just a little bit, but he's not far enough back so to worry about anything yet. And he just set the fastest first sector of the race so far at 28.966. That's about 1/10 of a second faster than the man in front of him, the rookie driver, the fiery Finn, Elias Cannon, the red number 58 car. Is Fred Peters now close enough to try and make a move on Sohil Shah through turn 5? They're almost touching and they hold themselves off. Very nice driving there from both competitors, giving each other enough space to continue racing. You can see how close Fred Peters is. Let's have a look at his lap time. He's doing a 2:15.438, Sohil a 2:15.349, so they're very, very closely matched indeed. In the second sector of the race, of the lap, I should say, Sohil doing a 29.727 and Fred doing a 29.660, so you can see the Portuguese rookie is closing in on the man in front of him as Sohil Shah feels the pressure and locks up what seems to be his rear left tire, or perhaps his front left tire, under hard braking down into the left-handed turn 9, which goes up the hill into the right-handed turn 10. Down into turn 11 now, though. Oh, very wide, big mistake there for Sohil Shah. He locked up his wheels at the last corner, and then he's may have damaged them slightly because now he's run a little bit wide. Coming out of turn 11 onto the rumble strip, and Fred Peters just says, "Thank you very much, mate." Takes that position and starts to chase down the man in front of him. Luis, though, has built a nice lead for himself. He's currently 1 second ahead of the man behind him. Let's have a quick replay of what happened just now. So there you go. You can see on the right-hand side of your screens the orange number 24 car of Sohil Shah comes in. Seems to just lose it mid-corner, and there you go, slides off onto the rumble strip, and Fred Peters has a little bit of a glance to make sure there's no contact when Sohil returns to the track, and just takes the position and starts chasing down the man in front of him. I'm sure Sohil Shah not going to let that slide. He's going to be closing in on Fred Peters and trying to find a way past the rookie driver. Luke Allen, though, just set the fastest lap of the race, a 2:14 dead, 1/10 of a second. Faster than Elias Cannon. Elias still faster in the second sector, but Luca faster in the first, third, and fourth sectors. Not by much though. Less than a 10th faster in the first sector, less than a 10th faster in the third sector, and less than a 10th faster in the fourth sector. So he's just edging out little bits here and there, and he's now within 0.6 of a second. He needs to edge out another 0.2 of a second, get under 0.5. Really here you need to be within 3 or 4 tenths to make a move and make it stick. He's too far back at the moment here at turn 4 to make anything happen, and turn 5 you need to be really starting your overtake already a corner before if you want to make anything happen successfully. But not to worry, Luke Allen, just keep in there, keep your head down, and do exactly what you're doing, because you just set the fastest first sector by 0.04 of a second. That's what you need to keep doing. Focus on that and continue racing. Elias Cannon, though, same advice to him, really keep your head down and don't look at your mirrors, don't feel the pressure, and just keep going. Let's have a quick replay of the start of the race, though. Here we go, Elias Cannon getting away well. Luke Allen comes across. They're all now pretty much in single file, with Luis Pachapper in that position. Federico Peters joining the file. Then Luis leads at 24.7, which is Sohil and Fred to the inside line. Then pushes Fred Sohil back to the outside line, so he can't go all the way around. Sohil tries to maintain that outside line to get an advantage through turn 2, but scrubs some time, which allows Fred Peters to catch up to him, and really he's right on the guy's edge. From there, just behind them though, John Dixon seems to make a move on Sneha Sham as we come around now. Elias Cannon, the red number 58 car, still in front of the pack, but let's have a look at the second times. Luke and Elias almost identical with 300th second in the second sector, but Elias slightly faster in the third sector, up by 0.06 of a second. So it'll be interesting to see what Luke can do in the final sector, and if he can gain on the man in front of him in this final corner. Here we go. The gap between the two drivers, 0.6 of a second at the start of this lap, and if Luca has his way, it's going to be less than that now. But this is important for the race, ladies and gentlemen, because we're reaching the halfway point now as we come into lap 4. What's going to happen with the standings as we cross the start-finish line? There we go. Elias now into the 2:13 to 2:13.773. The fastest man on track at the moment, 1/10 of a second faster than the sizzling Irishman just behind him. So that's fantastic news for Finland, and good job there from Elias Japan in the red number 58 to edge out just 1/10 of a second, but that's all he needs to be out of danger. Luca now just a little bit too far back to make a move, so the sizzling Irishman has to put his foot down and focus on catching up to the fiery Finn just ahead of him in the red number 58 car, and that's not sure exactly what he plans to do. Let's have a look at their second times. Luke Allen once again faster in the first sector, but by only 0.03 of a second. Down into turn 4. Luca obviously too far back to make a move at this point, but he's going to try and tuck in behind Elias and get every advantage possible. But at the distance between the two cars, the slipstream effect is not substantial in these Formula 4 single-seater machines. Coming through turn 5 now, though, you can see Elias Japan cool as a cucumber as they come around the second half of the track, now actually driving in front of turn 15, the final corner from this camera angle. Let's have a look further down the order though. Maurice Mchap is still in the 2:14s, so 2:14.512, 8 or 7/10 of a second off pace. Bad news there from Malaysia, but perhaps he's focusing on keeping Fred Peters behind him. The Portuguese rookie doing a 2:14.524, so matching Maurice stride to stride. Just behind them and rounding out the top 5, we have Sohail Shah doing a 2:14.869. Fantastic outing here from Sohail Shah. His first time with the Spang International Circuit, his first time in any international event, if I'm not mistaken. It's a good result for him so far. So Nico Pino makes 6th position ahead of John Didden and Srihan Sharma. Good also result there for Nico Pino, but I think he didn't have the best start in the world, unfortunately. But not to worry, as Luke Allen now bring us down the back straight with the lights kind of just ahead of him. And you can see Maurice Mchap makes number 13. You can see the gap that Maurice has to try and break down. He's got another 4 laps to go, thereabouts, maybe 5 if we're lucky, but it's a lot of time now for Maurice to catch up, and he doesn't seem to be answering either of the front 2 drivers in the first 3 sectors. Well, in the third sector he's about the same, but in the first 2 sectors he's losing at least a 10 on both of them. As they cross the start-finish line, let's see what happens. Elias Japan is 2:13.809, while Luke Allen is 2:14 dead. So Elias edging out a little bit of lead on the sizzling Irishman in the blue number 3 car. That's exactly what Luke Allen doesn't want to know, though, because he needs to put his foot down and try and catch up with the man in front of him. He's now almost a second behind the leader, well out of range for an overtaking attempt. He's got to change something and try and find some more time. Elias going 2/10 of a second faster in the third sector, and that's where Luca is losing all of his time. So Luca's doing something wrong there. That's up until turn 13, if I'm not mistaken. So between turns 9 and 13, that's where Luca needs to find some more time. So hopefully he does exactly that, and we have some brilliant racing towards the end of this session, which is in another 7 minutes and 53 seconds. So not a lot of time there for Luca to make his move if he's going to make it. Elias Japan, though, seems to be on flight pace by any of this as he leads us now into turn 7 and then almost immediately into turn 8 as well. Interesting corner there, turn 7 and 8. I was looking out the window from race control earlier on, and you can see that it really looks quite different in real life than it is from on the camera angle, and that's the thing to watch. But Maurice Mchap in the pink number 13, the Malaysian rocker, good race for him so far. But let's have a quick replay of the action now between Sohail Shah and Fred Peters. Sohail breaking onto turn 9. You can see he locks up. That would be his front left tire. Substantial lock there. It's not rotating for 3 or 4 seconds even, so there's going to be a substantial flat spot on that tire. And well, we know really the consequence of that. He lost position going wide at turn 11, and Fred took that and now trying to chase down the man in front of him, doing a 2:14.608, just 300 seconds slower than Maurice Mchap on the last lap. Elias Japan now back on screen. You got to pay some love to the man who put himself on pole and has led from there. Fantastic drive for him so far to keep Luke Allen behind him and really stretch his lead. He's up to 1 second ahead of the Irishman at the moment. Slightly slower than him in the first sector though, but going faster in the second and third sectors. So Luca's got to respond now in this final sector 4 of the lap if he wants to close in on the man in front of him. With 3 laps to go, Luca doesn't have a lot of time, so he needs to edge out really 0.3 of a second every lap. He's matching Elias. Well, no, he's 0.04 of a second slower than Elias in the final sector of the lap, so he's really going to put his foot down, does Luca, if he wants to make something happen. As you can see on screen there, this is the difference in lap times between laps 3, 4, and 5. We've got 2:14 dead, or 2:14.159 for Elias on lap 3, then a 2:13.773, and then a 2:13 as well in the fourth lap of the race. And Luca just trailing him a little bit behind each lap, and that's starting to build up because he's now 1.2 seconds behind the man in front of him, the fiery Finn Elias, man in the red number 58. The best time at the moment from Luca Allen is a 1:13.842, and Elias doing a not a 1:13. That would be a fantastic time indeed. A 2:13.842. That's about 500 seconds slower than Elias Sapanen, who coincidentally is the fastest man on track. But we know Maurice Verstappen has a tendency to come to life in the closing stages of the race, and he may just put his foot down now and try and go into that fastest lap record. As you can see, Luca drifting just slightly on the exit of turn 8. Down into the straight into turn 9 now, running in front of the Petron Blaze Racing library there, which reminds me all these cars are of course fueled by Petron. We all use the Petron Blaze Racing engine as well. That's what keeps everything running in tip-top condition and gives us all of this brilliant racing action. As we come into around turn 9 now, Maurice Verstappen on screen in the pink number 13 car, driving for Malaysia at home in the Sepang International Circuit. Of course, Sepang being the home of Malaysian motorsports for 30 odd years, running Formula 1 here in 2017, where we spotted the final ever F1 Grand Prix. Coming down into turn 12 now, Maurice Verstappen still on screen in the pink number 13 car. Let's have a look at his lap here, second time really quickly, doing a 29.16 times, 29.635, and a 39 dead. So really losing a lot of time everywhere from these drivers. He's 1/10 off in the first sector, 3/10 off in the second sector, and about 3/10 off in the third sector as well. So I don't know what's going on with Maurice Verstappen, because he's not under threat from Fred Peters at the moment. But he will be soon if he doesn't pick up his time, because Fred now doing a 2:14.5. That's about a tenth of a second faster than the Malaysian rocket just ahead of him. Fred Peters, though, let's have a quick word about him. Great weekend for him, only his second ever time in the Formula 4 Southeast Asia cars. And you can see this is an interesting angle here of 10:15. But back to the front of the grid now, you've got Elias Sapanen in the red, number 58. There we go, just nodding his head slightly as he moves through turn 1. Once again, widening the gap for this lap to Luke Allen, 1.431 seconds ahead now of the sizzling Irishman is the fiery Finn. As they come around turn 13, excuse me very much, as they come around turn 13, down the hill at the exit of that corner before it troughs and comes back up the hill into turn 4. It is actually quite substantial here, especially especially if you're walking or doing a little jog in the morning, but it's hard to notice on the camera angle. As we come around down into turn 5 now, Elias still of course at the front of the pack. Let's have a look at the second times quickly. 28.919 and 28.878 and 29.015. So that's interesting. Maurice Verstappen setting his personal fastest first sector, so that may well be Maurice coming to life now. And hopefully he'll be back up to the front of the grid very soon. Back to the action though, Elias Sapanen still leading the race. Of course, as we said, doing a 28.919, that's 1/10 of a second faster than Luca in sector 1. Both drivers 29.3 in sector 2, but Luca just slightly slower, 8/10 of a second off. Elias Sapanen now leading us through turn 11 once again. Fantastic drive for him so far. We're on lap 7 at the moment with 2 minutes and 47 seconds left. I imagine the last lap board will be displayed at the end of this lap. And well, that means for Luke Allen, he's got to really do something special if he wants to make a move here. But interestingly enough, Elias Sapanen just went fastest ever, or fastest of the race in sector 3, doing a 38.687. That's 2/10 of a second faster than the man behind him. So really, Lucas seems to be losing all of his time in sector 3, which is an interesting thing to note. That's something he needs to go back and talk to his engineers about. Hopefully they can do something, get him out to have a more successful weekend next time around. Elias Sapanen, though, you have got to pay some love to the man at the front of the pack, driven very well this weekend. He's going to have 2 races under his belt already and may well end up with full 3 races to his name, as you can see the last lap board being displayed there. Even shaking the camera as the cars come back, that's how much power these beasts have under their belts. Of course, all fueled by Petron, as it has been since the origination of the championship back in 2016, the first time we visited the Philippines. At the end of that championship, you can see Elias Sapanen there diving through turn 2 now, down into turn 3 as well, before they switch back up the hill into turn 4. Fantastic circuit this year, Sepang International Circuit, as we always say, it's a bit of a switchback. You gain the advantage through turn 1, you're going to lose it at turn 2. We see that all the time. And the off-camber turn 15 really did surprise a lot of people. We saw Fred Peters go around the outside of turn 15 on Nico Pino just recently Just recently, indeed, as it was in race 2, if I'm not mistaken. Fantastic thing to watch. Coming down through turn 5 now, Elias Panin on screen at the moment, the red number 58 car driver for Finland this weekend, as always, setting the fastest first sector of the lap of the race so far, 28.735. Previously, that had been where Luca was finding all of his time, but now Elias seems to have nailed that and proceeds to match Luca in sector 2. It'll be interesting to find out what happens in sector 3 because Luca Allen and Moise Schaffer just did personal best in that part of the track. Luca Allen trying to respond to the man in front of him, but currently doing a 2:14 dead on the last lap. That's 0.3 of a second slower, or 2.2 of a second slower than the man in front of him, while Moise Schaffer is starting to catch up to Luca Allen, but not fast enough. Doing a 2:14.566 is just going to relegate him further down the order. Florida said he's already 5 seconds behind the sizzling Irishman, so no chance for Malaysian Victor unless something awful happens at the front of the grid. I probably shouldn't have said that, but I don't know what else to say because Moise Schaffer had it in the bag in race 1, I should say in race 3, and now unfortunately he didn't manage to make it happen this time around. Elias Panin now at the front of the grid in the red number 58 car, just ahead of the blue number 3 as it has been since the start of the race. Fantastic drive for him. The fiery Finn rounding turn 15 for one last time. The last time this weekend here at the Spang International Circuit for event 8 of the 10 event 40 race 2019 Formula 4 Championship. As you can see, the fiery Finn there taking the checkered flag for Finland once again instead of Luke Allen and Moise Schaffer. Fantastic drive for everyone. Great race, even though the action was slightly more on the leaders board. But interesting to note, the fastest lap of the race was set in the final lap of the race at 2:13.602 from Elias Panin, 0.2 of a second faster than Luke Allen. Elias finding the time in sector 1 and sector 3. Fantastic drive.
Quite easy race. I managed to get a good start and then just pull away a little bit every lap, and then yeah, it was quite good. I hope I race here again.
Race 4 I was on a bit older set of tires than most of these guys, and I tried my best in the first couple of laps, but just pushing too hard and killed the tires very quickly, and then I just fell off the pace, and at one point I just spun and then just got beached.
Race 4 was the best. The track wasn't so hot. It was really exciting. I got to drive and practice on the wet track and also dry track, and the team put in a lot of effort. The car was really great and the tires felt awesome. I had good fighting at the back of the grid and made my way up in the lap times, and I'm quite happy with my race pace. So I'm looking forward to the next race, and yeah, see you soon.
Really, from me, ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of the race. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you again next time.